Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. How are you? How was your day?
I am fine. My day is quite well. You?
Good. Yeah, my day was pretty good. I've been a little busy. And so how have you been doing? How did you spend your day today? Are you working from home?
Yes, I am working from home. I working as an accountant.
Okay. 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 So I just wanted to ask that would you like me if you make a mistake, would you like me to correct you right when when you make mistake or at the end of the session?
At the end of the session.
And okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So let's get right into it then. So tell me, what's your biggest goal in life?
Okay, my biggest goal in life right now, I want to become a cost accountant.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
So, yeah.
yes, tell.
Okay. So, how do you plan to achieve this goal?
Okay, I work every day to achieve the goal, and when I wake up, I make a plan. I point a plan. I do that chapter. I do this chapter, and when I go to sleep, I check that I fulfill it or not.
Wow, that's a really great practice. This is, are you aware about the law of manifestation? Do you know what that is?
Law of manifestation. I read in a motivational book like
Yeah.
how
So,
to
law
be
of
a monk.
manifestation. Yeah. Yeah. How to be a monk. Jay Shetty's book, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So, see, the thing is, law of manifestation means whenever you want to achieve something, right? So, you manifest it. Basically, you start believing that it's already true, right? And you
Yes,
start working towards it, right? So, that's what you are doing. That, you're waking up in the
yes, you
morning and
see the future. What you
yeah,
want to do.
exactly. Manifesting. Do you know what manifesting means? The word, meaning of the word?
No.
Manifest means to, uh, you know, to channelize and to present yourself as you believe, right? So let's just say I am a happy person, right? Let's just say I'm a very, very happy person and I manifest happiness, right? So when you see me, you you feel happiness, right? The vibe that you get is happiness, right? So that means
Okay.
I'm manifesting happiness. But on the other hand, if I'm sad, right? So then I would manifest sadness and you'll feel sad when you talk to me or spend time with me and everything. So that is manifestation. So things as we see it, the vibe that we get from things, they manifest that. So if you want to become a cost accountant, then you manifest that I am a cost accountant, right? And you do everything in accordance to that, and you will definitely achieve your goal. So that's a really great practice. And so have you read the book by Jay Shetty, Think Like a Monk?
Yes, yes. I read that book.
Yeah, I've
Very
I've
good book.
bought. Yeah.
But the author is don't read the book. He copy from proverb, from Japan proverb, Chinese proverb, and make the book.
Okay, I wasn't aware about that. But yeah, I've bought the book and I'm planning to read it. It's just sitting there in my shelf. I haven't been able to get the time. So yeah, I'm definitely going to read it now. Okay, so now you told me about your big term goal, right? This is your long term goal. So what's your short term goal? It can be something, anything simple as, okay, tomorrow
Okay,
when I wake up. Yeah.
okay. My short-term goals are I want to be a fit and fine. For that, I work every evening and
You work out.
work out every evening. And sometimes I doing sketch. Sometimes I watching movies.
Okay, that's a
That's
good thing. So, yeah, so this is you. See, watching movies is not a short-term goal. This is something I think, so you began with your short-term goal that you want to, be fit and everything, but then you, started talking about your hobbies and your pastimes. So, you do understand the meaning of short-term goals, right? So, something that you want to achieve in a short term, right? So, yeah, the thing you said about being fit. Yeah, that works. So, it's a good. So, do you work out?
yes, I work out, but because of this pandemic, I cannot go outside at the evening. I'm working on the roof.
Okay, that's so. Do you like working out, or do you just is it just very
No, not
tiring?
good. Not okay. First time it's become tiring, but
Yeah,
later I realized that it is also good for good sleep, a
yeah,
healthy body. Everything is
totally.
fine. Everything working very good way.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely, and even I feel that. So like you said, when I started working out in the before, so it was just very hectic, and I just used to. It was so
Yes, yes,
difficult for me to
exactly,
motivate
exactly.
myself every day. But now I love it. So I really love that sweating and just that exertion and everything. So
Yeah,
okay,
even mind is also refreshing. You go
yeah,
to another
exactly.
place.
Yeah, it helps your overall functioning a lot, right? So
Yes,
you just
yes.
feel very very good in
Comfortable,
general. Yeah,
very
exactly.
comfortable.
And it obviously improves your metabolism. And yeah, do you know what's metabolism?
No,
Metabolism is basically how the organs of your body work.
it's working.
So yeah, so the people who sweat more, right, who sweat a lot very easily, they have a very fast working metabolism, so their metabolism works very fast. But people who don't sweat easily, their metabolism is slow. So that's how it works, right? Okay, so now coming back to the goals question, right? So okay, do you think this is a very popular a question of argument between generations? So do you think parents should help their children set goals?
Okay, sometimes it's depend on what the because sometimes parents don't achieve that goal. Okay, they
Yeah,
transfer to their children. They
yeah,
become a
exactly.
doctor or become an engineer and pressurize them in this peer pressure. What he become, what the child become, he become a writer, he become an author, he become a singer.
Yeah,
Their goal is totally destroyed.
yeah, they basically
If
impose their own dreams of their on their
yes,
children.
yes, yes, but parents' duty is to what they want to become their children. Then ask first and uh, throw go to them their goal, what they become, what they want to be.
Yeah. So, basically the approach should be child oriented. So they should, parents should help other kids in setting the goals in the field of their interest, right? So they should guide them that, how can they achieve that, and but not impose their own goals, right? It's a very a highly misconcept.
Here,
Yeah. Sorry.
oh, it's okay. Here, one thing also, it's money related also. How much they earn, how much money then. But I seen one actor said that your money is not important. If you want to become an actor, you are passionate about it. If you are passionate about it, what you become, then you money
Yeah.
also come.
Yeah. That's true. Exactly. So see, it works for the best, best thing every time, right? So, okay, so do you think, it's very important to set goals in order to be, successful? Like set a particular goal in order to be successful?
Yes, set a particular goal means what you want to be, what you want to become. You make a goal. Okay, your goal is very long term goal. Okay, then 3 years, 5 years. But if you make short term goals, I do that today. I
Yeah.
do that today. If you want to become a century, make a century. When one run, two run, three run, then you will become. Play the
Yeah,
ball.
exactly. 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 You have to, take every, just a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Where was I? I forgot. What was I talking about?
Goal, short
Yeah,
term
no, I
goal.
know. Yeah,
What
short
you
term,
want.
exactly. So, you can't just sit there and you just, okay, I want to travel the world. How are you going to do that? You just have to,
Yes.
take baby steps first. You have to build yourself, you have to be that independent and financially
Make short
secure.
term goal first. Short term goal.
Exactly. Exactly. So, that's a really great point you said, because people tend to miss out on the short-term goals very often. And it's just so frequent that people forget about the journey and, the small steps in between. Yeah. And I think these short-term goals keep you motivated on a regular basis.
Yes, yes. Because in a long term, you always become demotivated, or I cannot achieve this, I cannot achieve that. But you short term will achieve you little bit
Yeah,
motivated every day,
exactly. It keeps
every
you.
time, in week.
Yeah, it gives you
That's
incentive to do more. Exactly. So, do you think as we grow older, we start getting rid of those goals? Like, okay, when we are kids, right? So kids, are said to have very unrealistic goals and expectations that, kids are like, okay, I want to be king of the world, or I want to be the most successful person in the world. But as we grow up, that, so-called practicality gets attached to it. And, that's just a really negative thing, because when we are kids, when we are younger, we think we can achieve anything, but as we grow older, we just get so demotivated and we get so tired of trying and everything, that those goals just go away. Do you think that's true?
okay. Actually, when we was become a child, we see Cartoon Network or Shaktiman, any kind of serial, because
Yeah,
for that type we want to become that, like a scientist. We want to become a doctor,
exactly,
and also our parents set them 2 3 goals: doctor, engineer, scientist. Then we also wrote there our goal is to become a doctor, to become a scientist. But when later we grow older, we realize that this is not. I mean, only doctor, scientist, not a profession to become. Any other profession also available. Then later
exactly.
we know about that. Then we set our goals according to that.
Exactly. Exactly, totally. So that's exactly the limiting, the limited amount of knowledge that there is. People don't
Yes,
know
yes.
the only very few. Okay, doctor, engineer, or something like that. These are the most common and cliched, and people are not aware. So they lack awareness, obviously. And it's, see, any kind of thing people do. It's a profession, right? So like, I am helping you out. So this is my profession, and you do something, and you are an accountant, so that's your profession. So yeah, it's very important that we get rid of those few labels of professions and everything. Okay, so do you think, now that we were talking about unrealistic goals, do you have any unrealistic goals that you may think that
Means
are
that will
unrealistic?
never become happen. Never happen like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I want to. mm, I would go to future because a timetable machine by through a timetable machine.
Okay, okay, so you
What
you
the
you
future would be, how the people working there, how the cars are, how the building, how the shopping. I want to see that.
Yeah, that's okay. So don't you think that, looking, I always felt that, if I know what's in the future, I'll often be scared. I just, even if it's good, and even if it's good or it's bad, I think it's just, I don't prefer looking at the future, because I think it will mess things up for me.
No, not miss them, but I think when we see the future, we can that thing apply to the present. How they are working. We are more
Exactly.
faster than that.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, exactly. So it's, I think, it's very, if we just know the outcome, so it will really help in the, fear and self-doubt part. So let's just say I visit the future and I see that I'm successful. And I just don't see anything else, at how I got there, anything. So I just know an outcome that, okay, whatever happens now, even if I fail and everything, I will be successful.
Okay, but one disadvantage also, because you are see the future, you see you want to become successful, then you cannot work. You cannot work
Yeah,
smartly right now.
exactly.
I want to become
Exactly.
successful. That's
Yeah,
also a
exactly.
disadvantage
That's
also.
my
But
point. That was my point, because you'll get laid back. Okay, now I'll get successful. Why work? So that's what I'm talking about. Because I think it's very seductive to look at the future in any respect.
okay, please explain the seductive meaning.
Yeah, seductive means something that has a negative impact on us.
Okay,
Yeah. So let's just say you're in a bad relationship, right? So you can say that this relationship is very seductive for me.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
So yeah,
okay.
and it is also used in many other respects, but yeah, this is the context in which I used it. Okay. So yeah, I think our session is about to end in a couple of minutes now. So is there anything you want to ask or say, or anything else before I give my
Okay,
feedback?
I want to know a meaning. Daily content. What this means.
Meaning of?
Okay, I write it there in chat
Yeah.
box.
You can say it. Okay, this is a new word for even me.
Actually, this mean I something that is mood swing or mood change. I want to become that. Then I want to become that. Literally.
Okay, so I'm actually unaware, I'm just Googling
Okay.
it and right in front of you. I can explain it
Okay.
to you though if you want.
Okay. Give me feedback.
Okay, so see, I think dilettante is a person who is an amateur at something, right? So do you know what amateur means?
Okay. Not mature.
Yeah, not exactly, but amateur doesn't exactly mean that.
Childish
No,
maybe.
no, no. See, what? How is it used? Okay, let's just say
Learning
I.
stage. Swap.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay, so many guesses. Yeah, so let's just say I just started working at my job. It's my first job ever, so I
Okay.
don't know anything, right? I'm very new, so I would be an amateur over there.
From
So
scratch.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So that's what it means. So
Okay. Okay.
uh, dilettante. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, but you can definitely Google it because it's a very new word to me as well. Okay, yeah. So the feedback is, see, there isn't anything very terribly majorly wrong that I noticed. That okay, your English is pretty good, your speaking is pretty good. I think you forget to use articles in between, right? So I don't know. I forgot the example, like the things you said. So you just skip on a couple of words in between. So let's just say that. Okay, I literally cannot think
Okay.
of
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Working on article. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Okay, so yeah, and that's the thing, articles and conjunctions is a thing you can just, work on. And see, this is something that generally gets better as you speak and listen more. Speak and,
Okay.
watch us. That's what.
That's the thing I can read. I can write, but when it time to speak is very hesitated for me.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's the see, that's a problem that everyone at one point has gone through. Even I have. So that the best way to work on your spoken English is to consume as much content in English as you can. Watch, listen as much as you can in English. So you can listen to podcasts of your interest, right? You can watch TED Talks, you can watch stand-up comedies in English, you can watch TV series, anything. There's plenty of content out there.